What it do? What it do? Train the Trader here. Looking forward to this breakdown, y'all. If you saw part one, this is the Micron Technologies call option that I had put on this past week. Man, man. I'll just start out by saying that this was my best trade as a trader. Netted me the most profit, that I have ever made as a day trader. And so this was a really big moment for me. Tracked this on my own, charted it on my own, executed it on my own. It felt really good to see it play out. And so let's go through it. Let's get into it. I'll break it down for you guys what I was looking at, what I found, how it turned out. Let's go. So we're here on the Micron chart. And so I placed this trade March 15th at 10:05 a.m. Okay, so this is March 15th. I'm on a weekly 10-minute chart. So each one of these candles is a 10-minute candlestick. Right here at 10:05, I bought right here on this candle, this green candle. Right when I saw it reject for the second time after this big reject and bullish, the buyers came in real strong right here early on in the day. After a quick dip at the open, I saw it reject, go towards the upside. And when I saw this candle right here with this wick on the bottom, that's what this long skinny thing is a candle wick. When I saw that reject to the downside, that was when I bought in. March 15th, 10:05, this candle. So this is the journey that it went on for the next couple days. Day finished kind of flat, which is cool. I actually have this screenshot here. I'll show you guys what it was at the end of the day on Monday. My position that being right here, $10. So really nothing, 1.94% to the good. And we went from there. So the journey we went on overnight. So the very next day, Tuesday, not a great day. Even though it rose overnight, we had some price come in, went up a little bit to 97. Next day at the open, sellers came in immediately, dropping it back down. Now, the first thing that I will say is when I placed this trade, people always talk about risk management. When I placed this trade, my stop loss on this trade was the bottom of this candle right here. So this long wick right around $92. So if the price had dropped below $92 at any point in this trade, I was automatically out. That was my risk right there. So I was risking about $1 to the downside. All right. And that's how I manage that. So I'm just watching that level. I had that alert set and I just let it ride. So as you see, the very next day we had some bearish activity, pulling it back down. Overnight dropped. Couldn't do anything about that because it's overnight, but it actually hit $1 below my stop loss level, right? But I saw this action pre-market right here. The buyer stepping in, rejection to the downside, right at the open, sold off, rejection to the downside. So I was like, you know what? I got a couple days. And at this point, I realized Micron had earnings after the bell on this day. So immediately I started thinking, okay, it's still rejecting to the downside. Buyers are still stepping in. And we have earnings coming up at the end of the day. It actually wasn't this day. I'm a day off. This is so what is this? 15. Oh, I'm tripping, y'all. I'm tripping. Let me back up. This is the weekend right here. So I held it all through the week. 15th, 18th, and 19th is Saturday and Sunday. That's on me. So Monday is when it had dropped. Monday, right before the open, had dropped below my stop loss. Couldn't really do nothing about it. But it opened up kind of strong. Buyers still stepped in. So um we come back, and yes, this is right because they had earnings on Wednesday after the bell. So we're still showing strength through this. So I'm holding my trade. I'm holding my trade because we're still maintaining this 92 level. We again bounced off of it pretty good with some bullish strength. So I'm like, okay, let's rock out. Let's just see what it is. And here we go. Here is Wednesday. And Wednesday was really kind of a choppy day. This is the day that they are going to report earnings after the bell. So still showing some bullish strength, even though it was a little bit of a choppy day. We finished strong. And then this is when the magic happened. I was staring at the TV, making sure I was tuned in because I had to know what these earnings reports were going to say and how it was going to affect my trade. I want y'all to check out this candle. This is right after. So we closed the day right here at about 96, just cracking $96, touching 96.50. And as soon as the bell rung for the trading day to close, take off. They released their earnings report. And look at this candle, y'all. Look at this candle. That thing went from 96.23 all the way to 110 right after the bell. So when you see this and you're in a trade and on the winning side, the one thing that you're hoping is that it just holds. Please hold for the night. And y'all check this out. So they were expecting estimated earnings negative 0.419 right here down here at the bottom where my cursor's at. Negative 0.419 was what they were estimating. They beat that by 200%, ladies and gentlemen, reporting a positive 0.42. So even if you don't understand what that means, you can see the numbers. Negative, what they expected, what they actually got was way positive. So that's why that candle right here looked like this. And so did it hold? Yes, it did, ladies and gentlemen. It held like a champ in a 12-round bout, heavyweight bout. Held up strong. And I was smart enough that at the open of Thursday morning, with all of this activity, you know it's going to be a lot of activity because this is the first chance to trade this stock as soon as they reported earnings, after they reported earnings. So you know there's going to be a lot of volume. I knew that. I knew there's going to be a lot of volatility. So at the open, I sold at the very tippy top of this thing, right? I want to show y'all something. So I took another screenshot before the close of this day of my position. And this is where I stood. I was up 28%, $180. Technically, we had a down day, so I was really up almost 150 before the end of the day, at the end of the day. Okay? Now, after it held and I got out right here at the tippy top, I sold that position for I think it was, I'll have to look. Let's go to my trade journal here and I'll show you. MU right here, sold it for 288% to the good for a profit of $1,485. Ladies and gentlemen, when I tell you I was ecstatic, That's an understatement. I almost threw something in my apartment. I was so hyped. But let me say this real quick. Like this for me was my best trade as a trader, hands down. I charted on my own, did everything like that, right? So to see it play out to the good and to this, to give me my best day as a trader, because this wasn't the only trade I was in. I cashed out. I think I ended up making $1,600 or $1,700 in this day on Thursday, March 21st. So it was a hell of a day for me. And I'm coming from a small account. And I'm not ashamed to say that. I started growing my account at $500. That was my first deposit into my TD Ameritrade, $500. So to grow that, learn this game, build my long-term portfolio while learning options, and then to now have the options go from $20 wins, $50 wins, $60 wins, $100 a day, $170 a day. Every now and again, I might get a 200 or 300, and to just blow it out the water with that, man, game changer, absolute game changer. And there's so much power in that, and that's what I'm trying to share with people. That's why I started this channel. That's why I'm being accountable to my own trades. That's why I'm doing this. I want to share this power. And I know there's a lot of people out there that have never made that kind of money in a day from working a job. I mean, there's only so many jobs that pay you over $1,000 a day. And I mean, if there's people that make that much money, please hit us in the comments. Let us know what you do so we can put people on game. But this is the only thing that I have found that pays like this. No other job that I've had for the 30 plus years I've been on this earth. How many of that have been working? At least 20 plus years of working. Never made $1,500 in a couple days like that. And the total amount of work that was put into this trade, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, let's be honest. The research took about 15, 20 minutes. The execution takes under a second. And to sell it takes under a second. So we're talking about less than 20 minutes of effort and mental brain power, right? The rest of it is just managing your emotions through the waves, the ups and downs that it goes through, and setting stop losses. If your stop loss isn't triggered, then there's no need to be panicked. We had a little trigger right here, but honestly, if the market was open and I saw these candles doing this to the downside, I'm not selling it. I'm not. I'm not. Flat out, I'm not. I may have when I first started, but I know better now. And that's what comes with doing this repetition and looking at charts every day, being involved in the market every day. You start to pick up on things. You start to recognize patterns, and you start to understand levels in the market. Why we chart these levels like this. Prices of good companies respect these levels. And I learned that the hard way. And this is why patience is important when it comes to entering trades, because you want to enter down here. If you're expecting the price to go up, you don't want to buy when it's up here. That's a mistake that a lot of rookie traders make. They'll see this right here, then they'll see, okay, it's green, and then they hop in right here. Next thing you know, they're getting chopped around and flushed down. I was making this mistake. There's some psychology involved with it. There's a fear of losing money. There's a fear of being wrong. And these things dictate what happens to you in your trades and the decisions that you make. So just want to put you guys on a little bit of game here. But best trade, it worked out. So happy for it. I mean, I had a great day this day. I finished the week strong. We're looking to finish the month strong right now. We're to the good over $2,000. It's like 2,600. So we really want to finish this month strong and make this the best month to go with the best day of my trading career and keep that momentum going and then just keep it going to the end of the year and on and on and on. So Appreciate you guys tuning in. If you learned something from this, fantastic. If not, hopefully I was just entertaining and you got to look at some colorful charts for about 10 minutes. Hopefully, you know what I mean? So it is what it is. So that's all I got for y'all today. We'll see you next time. Looking forward to the next breakdown. I'm going to do a video on a mistake that I made with Nike. Oh, man, it could have been a colossal tragedy. But, yeah, stay tuned for that. We'll catch y'all next time. If you got questions, hit me in the DM. Shoot me a message. Find me on IG, Train the Trader on IG. That's Train the Trader, THE, Train the Trader. Like, subscribe. Man, we'll holler at y'all next time, man. Train the Trader out.